Patrick Upchurch on the mound now. Big sophomore right-handed pitcher. 4 1/3 innings pitched. Only has given up 1 hit, 4 strikeouts. Not giving up a run so far on the season.
And I can see why. I watched him during this warm-up pitches. He is a submarine thrower. So,
it's got to throw you off a little bit.
Bottom of the 8th, no outs. Gio Torres standing over at third, and Ian Acosta squares around looking to get his third sacrifice bunt of the game.
And does that speak more about Gio Torres' ability to get on the base paths or Ian Acosta being a team player?
That's just good. Both. You know, there's no one answer to that. I mean, Ian Acosta, he drew a walk, scored a run, 2 sacrifice bunts, and now he follows 0-2. Now he's going to have to swing the bat. Very smart player. Very smart young man. Good student athlete.
Well, they're all great student athletes.
They're all rocking 4.0s. And Upchurch comes set. Trying to pick Gio Torres, and the ball gets away. And Gio's getting on his horse there. Bubba's waving him around to third. Gio rounding second. He's going to be at third, standing up. And that's what happens when you give Gio Torres a chance.
And it took a nasty hop. Came off the wall, almost went into right field again, so wasn't a great bounce for the first baseman.
It looked like Upchurch just short-armed it over to first and just skipped it to him.
And when you come out in relief, sometimes you forget how far it is from the mound to first base.
Yeah, it kind of seemed like he just stepped off and then kind of hesitated there. He wasn't confident enough throwing over to first.
But he didn't want to balk, so he threw it anyway. And
I wouldn't quite call him a submariner, as I did earlier. I would say a low sidearm pitcher, because submarine, you're coming directly from underneath.
Still not something you want to see
yes.
at the plate.
No, you know, when I was playing, I actually liked sidewinders. See the ball earlier. Count goes 2-2.
But it's got to still throw you off just from a traditional standpoint. You're used to seeing it come over the top. And
maybe the first couple times you face a sidewinder, but after you've seen a couple of them, they're all the same. You just got to pick up the release point. Some pitchers do hide the release point better than others. And that's when it gets tricky. Oh, and Acosta swings over the top of that one for strike 3. And that's out number 1.
Shortstop.
Oh, and Rubicabra comes to the plate for his 4th out bat of the day. Still looking for that first hit, or second hit. He has a double in the second. My mistake. He swings at the first pitch and fouls off of his back. And I believe, Mike, you have a Twitter update for us.
Yeah, Eric Sogard has upset Buster Posey.
Nerd power, man.
It's not even nerd power. It's just
no, that's just
A's
his thing.
power.
That's his thing. We call it, it's nerd power. Put your glasses on, have a little fun. You know, he could be the face of the MLB.
You still got to go against Derek Jeter. He's still in the mix.
Yeah.
So,
but you know, that just proves if A's fans can upset Buster Posey, I thought Buster Posey was going to win it all, actually.
And he should.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know, objectively.
Oh, good slider. Good hit from Rubicaba. And an RBI single for him pushes this lead 5-3 in favor of the Falcons. He read that ball perfectly on an 0-2 count.
Now batting, left fielder, number 3.
Now coming to the plate, number 3, Bobby Contreras, the left fielder. Bobby looking for his first hit. He walked in the first, reached on the air in the second, struck out in the 4th, and grounded out in the 6th. And he bunts it, and it's a little pop-up bunt. He can't get it down. And that's going to be strike number 1. You know, Solano showed the bunt a lot today. They've been sacrificing a lot, bunting a lot.
That's happened all season, though.
But it's really working in their favor because they're actually seeing a lot of pitches from these Beaver pitchers.
And the silver lining of bunting all the time, you're not going to get a lot of strikeouts.
And Bobby pushes that one foul.
I mean, unless
he should have maybe laid off that pitch there. It was a kind of like a curveball coming in.
Curveball almost in the dirt.
Mm-hmm. He falls 0-2. And the pitch. And he swings at that one. There's strike number 3 for out number 2. Now up to the plate. Big boy, number 13, Nick Perez.
Now batting. First baseman, number 13.
Nick Perez grounded out to first. His last at bat, hit by a pitch earlier today. Also, reached on an error in the first inning.
An E6.
And grounded out to shortstop.
And that ball's low and outside.
Actually, he didn't ground out to shortstop. It was a 6-4 put out. So,
In
fielder's
the
choice.
In the 5th inning, yes, it was a fielder's choice. Off the bat of David Fernandez. Then after that, David Fernandez actually.
I'm talking about to end the second.
Oh, to end the second?
Yeah.
Yeah, he grounded. Yeah, it was a short to second base. So you can say fielder's choice. Count goes 2-0 to Nick Perez. You know, this is much different from us. We're used to calling basketball games.
We still got another one to do, partner.
Yeah, yes we do. I'm excited for that playoff game this Friday inside the Falcons' Nest. Solano Community College Gymnasium.
Inside the Falcon Nest, also the tentative name of the talk show that we are going to be hosting soon, sometime soon.
Hopefully soon, when we get some time between our busy baseball schedule and basketball schedule as well. Oh, Nick Perez shoots it the opposite way, and left fielder's under it, and he catches it for out number 3. And Patrick Upchurch, first pitch, called strike. Upchurch in his second inning of relief work. The sidewinder, right-handed sidewinder. And there's strike number 2. Quick 0-2 count to David Fernandez. And hopefully the Solano can get it done here because I actually have a test at 6 o'clock this evening.
No, you don't. You're
Philosophy.
No, I'll just do this by myself. It'll be fun.
And Fernandez fouls it back to the backstop. Stays alive. Count still 0-2.
I'll have my boy Denzel come over here and fill in for you. But it is only 4:45, so. And practice is about to be out, so Greg Poff will be joining us if this game goes into extra innings.
And Fernie grounds it to the second baseman. He picks it up, fires over to first. Out, number 1. Now coming to the plate, the 5-banger, number 9, Darian Evans. Darian has had back-to-back doubles his last 2 at-bats, ripping the ball down the left field line. Let's see if he can stay hot and do something for the Falcons here.
And you see the left fielder for American River playing, actually
Shading.
the entire outfield, shading left, shading him to pull.
And he goes to the opposite field, but right into the hands of the second baseman. He kicks up and fires, and that's out number 2. Thought about going the other way there.
Oh, well, if they're giving you that entire right side.
Tucker Bishop now to the plate. He singled in his last at-bat. You know, 2 outs. Anything could happen, Mike.
And did get a single. Also struck out, flew out, and drew a walk. So, jack of all trades today.
And you know what? I want you to take a look at this pitcher. And he did not come set on that last pitch. I want you to see if he's quick pitching or a.k.a. buck. 1 Mississippi, 2 Miss. Nope, it didn't come set. He's quick pitching, and he gets a called strike there. His count goes to 1-1.
So what's the rule on that then?
Well,
what are you supposed to be doing?
you need to come set. He's not stopping. So when he comes to the plate, look, he's fully set, and he comes up quick. I mean, that's about as close as you can push it. The count goes to 1-2 for Tucker Bishop.
I feel as long as there's like a stoppage in motion.
But he's not coming to a complete stop. He's boom. Let's check it out here. It's hard to explain to our viewers we have no visual on us here.
Yeah, you're just saying boom and moving your hands. It's not really.
So right here, he needs to come to a complete stop, and he did there. And Bishop just swings at that one for strike number 3, and we're heading to the extras. And you know this Falcon team never says die as Anthony Morris walks up to the plate for his first at-bat of the day. Hopefully get get a rally started for his Falcon team against Patrick Upchurch here in the bottom of the 10th.
Patrick Upchurch coming up for his third inning of relief, in line to get the win now. And they at least need one, if you're Solano, to push this to the 11th. 2, great, you've won the game, but you need one.
And he lays down a bunt, and it's just knocked foul for strike number 1.
And, you know, whenever I played, and I'm not talking about MLB The Show, I'm talking about my actual playing days, I never wanted to show bunt early because that means that the pitcher can adjust the pitch to your bunt. You always want, at least for me, I always wanted to show the bunt late.
Depends on what type of bunt you want to do. If you're giving a sacrifice, you show that bunt earlier. You tell them, I'm going to drop this bunt down. I'm sacrificing. Throw me a ball. I'll take a walk, but I'm going to sacrifice myself an out, so you might as well give him the out.
Well, as a pitcher in MLB Show, or
you
show,
throw it at their head.
Yeah, well, I always just threw it at the very top of the strike zone, so they'd have trouble getting it down. Because, pop-up, that works.
Elevate your pitch. Thought about it. Called. Strike 2. That pitch was a little tad low in my eyes, but, the umpire has a better vantage point than I do. Morris digs in, finds himself in the hole, 0-2. And slider low, called for ball 1. Anthony looking to get on with Gio Torres in the on-deck circle. He's having himself an excellent day today. And he fouls this one up. It's in play. Catcher racing back. He's under it. He catches it for out number 1. Torres is...
He's the return of the Mac.
Yes, it is. 2 for 2 for today. 2 walks, 2 base hits, and 3 runs scored.
Been on base all 4 times. Like you said, 3 runs scored. And, if he can bring some magic to this club, he might be our player of the game afterward. Because James Harris.
Thought about it. Call first strike.
James Harris had a great game, but now that it's gotten into bottom innings, whoever really sets this one loose whoever wins the game is going to be player of the game. If they lose, nobody's player of the game, obviously. So,
Trying to drop it down again. He went around. That's strike number 2. Count goes to 0-2.
Bit of a wind chill here.
Wind really starting to howl now. Look out to the flags.
You can actually see him.
Yeah.
They're not sitting still.
And Gio over to shortstop. Shortstop gloves it, throws it over to first. Gio's quick, but they get him for out number 2. Almagrenna. Then Ian Acosta coming up to the plate. 2 outs, bottom of the 10th. Falcons down by 1. Can Acosta get a rally started for this Solano Falcon team?
It ends with him. It begins and ends with him. If he wants to do something, or if he can do something, then I think the Solano team will rally to match that.
And he's taking ball on the outside.
But this team doesn't get a chance if he doesn't get on base here.
And you have Alvaro Rubalcaba coming up after him, lead-off hit, shortstop. And strike is called. Count goes to 1-1. And Upchurch is coming in. This is his 3rd inning of relief work, and he has really shut down this Falcon team. And Acosta swing on it, and it's chopped to the first base, and it's foul for strike number 2. Did I say first base?
Yeah.
I meant third base.
Obviously. I didn't think.
Long day so far, and the day's not even halfway over yet.
You took your sunglasses off.
That's what happened.
Your eyes haven't adjusted to it not being, pitch black out.
Got to protect the eyes, man. Got to.
Well, I wear glasses, so not exactly much like Eric Sogard.
Hey, nerd power. All right, 1-2 the count. Patrick Upchurch on the hill. Ian Acosta at the plate. And Acosta gets a base hit. Oh, and it's snagged by the second baseman. Up and fires, and that is all she wrote, folks.